Now, live from the Voice of America's global headquarters in Washington. This is VOA World News at this hour. Former American President Barack Obama personally warned President-elect Donald Trump against naming retired Army General Michael Flynn as his national security advisor. But Trump chose Flynn anyway, only to fire him after 24 days. The report was confirmed Monday by a Trump spokesman. Obama warned Trump about Flynn in a 90-minute-long meeting at the White House, November 10th, 2 days after the election. Obama had fired Flynn as chief of the Defense Intelligence Agency in 2014 because of his poor management style. At least 6 people have been killed in a car bombing outside a popular restaurant in Mogadishu. Among the dead is a senior Somali military general. Government officials have told VOA's Somali service that the general was Abdi Bashir Aden. 10 others were injured when the bomb exploded at around 6 p.m. local time next to the Italian cafe, restaurant, and coffee shop. Witnesses said they believe the explosion was timed for an hour when many customers sit outside the shop. The coffee shop is across the street from the headquarters of Somalia's Immigration Directorate and is next to the Sunrise Hotel. The militant group Al-Shabaab claimed responsibility for the attack. Those terrorists often attack public places in Mogadishu where politicians and businessmen gather. You're listening to World News from the Voice of America in Washington. The Senate Intelligence Committee held a public hearing Monday to investigate Russian meddling in the presidential campaign. The committee is also investigating connections between aides to Trump and Russia. At the hearing, Republican Senator Lindsey Graham said every American should be concerned about Russian interference in the 2016 election. He said Russia is up to no good when it comes to elections all over the world. South Koreans have begun voting for a new president following a year of political upheaval that included massive peaceful protests and the impeachment and arrest of former President Park Geun-hye. Polling stations opened Tuesday at 6 a.m. local time. A winner is expected to be announced before the end of the night. Liberal Democratic Party of Korea candidate Moon Jae-in is leading the pre-election polls by a large margin. He has about a 20 percentage point lead over his 2 main rivals. The United Nations is urging the families of the 82 schoolgirls freed over the weekend by Boko Haram terrorists in Nigeria to embrace the traumatized youngsters. The UN says rape victims are frequently shunned by local communities. A UN Children's Fund official said the girls will face a long and difficult process to rebuild their lives after what it called the indescribable horror and trauma that they have suffered at the hands of Boko Haram. The UN Population Fund has sent a team of specialists to Nigeria, including counselors and other health professionals, to help the girls try to return to their normal lives. On Sunday, Nigerian President Muhammadu Buhari met with the girls and promised to personally supervise returning the girls to a sense of well-being. And finally, at this hour, the former American President Bill Clinton is writing a novel with best-selling author James Patterson. It will be called The President is Missing and will be released in about a year. The publishers say the book will have information that only a president can know. In a statement, Patterson said the book will give an inside look into what it's like to be President of the United States. There's more on these and other stories at voanews.com.
That's the latest world news from VOA.